The doc is in the house.
So while he's here, we're going to go ahead and take advantage of him. We're going to go ahead and pick his brain about some uncommon medical questions that may have crossed your mind at one point or another, just in case you're just joining us. Of course, Dr. Chris Snyder, who is the Chief Quality Officer with Tidal Health. Thank you for sticking around.
Thanks.
Because these are some big, important questions that we've all wondered about. And one of them is this entire argument about daylight saving time.
Ugh.
Everyone rejoiced when we got the hour of sleep back.
Yeah. It definitely, I mean, sleep is a powerful mechanism for healing. So interrupting sleep, whether it's plus or minus, but then again, daylight's also a positive effect. So those of us who work early and get home late don't get to see the sun anymore. So it's a challenge. I don't know what's right or wrong. You know, as I get older, daylight savings becomes more obnoxious to me personally. But I think from a patient standpoint, sleep has an impact. 1 hour does make a difference in a lot of people's lives. So sleep medicines, and we have some excellent sleep medicine docs at Tidal Health. It's one of those things where, you know, the way you breathe at night, the length of time you sleep, the things that affect sleep in your diet also have a role. So sleep's important. So changing it by an hour does have an impact on you mentally.
But you should be worrying about sleep every night, not just during that time change. Okay. Yeah. What is it that happens within the body that makes someone's hair turn gray?
Yeah, our skin's the same thing, by the way. We have black skin, we have Caucasian skin, we have yellow skin. It's melena. Melena is a genetically predisposed chemical that actually gets into the follicles in the cells and it makes the changes. So genetically you're predisposed to be either gray or not, unless you have a little help from Miss Clairol. So, but and that is more of a, and again, it's interesting, most men like you and I have the gray look. Just, salt and pepper is what it is. But then you get more white as it goes on. And the gray is basically a mix of brown, blonde, or whatever, and the white. So, and it just kind of changes over time. Most people, it's gradual. It starts 30s, 40s with little specks of gray. I can see my son's now starting to get gray just a little bit. And I said, well, just look ahead. So if you look in your past to your parents, your grandparents, you know, typically hair patterns, just like eye color, is driven by genetics.
Interesting.
My granddad was bald.
Oh,
you know
boy.
what? Let's change this topic. let's talk bad breath for a second. What causes it? Is there some way to get away from it?
Wow, it's complicated. Yeah. So again, a lot of medical reasons for bad breath, whether it's dental, dryness also. If you don't drink enough water, or if you consume, for example, too much alcohol and it dries you out, those things all have an impact. So water is really important because moisture reduces the bacterial flora in the mouth. The bacteria is usually what causes the odor. And you know, again, good dental hygiene is probably the main treatment. But again, keeping your hydration up and then dietary changes. Coffee's notorious. It wipes out everybody. It is what it is. So get your Altoids or whatever.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about vitamins. Vitamins are important, obviously, but should I just go out and take any vitamin? Should I consult with my physician first? What are your thoughts on that?
So a lot of people probably aren't going to like what I say, but Mother Nature only absorbs what your body needs. So you have a mechanism to absorb things. Some people have malabsorption syndromes. For example, you have a gastric bypass or we cut out part of your colon. That part of your bowel has a digestive function of absorbing certain things that your body needs for nutrients, vitamin D, there's a bunch of things, vitamin C, you name it. Overburdening your body with vitamins does nothing but make it come out. So you either poop it out or pee it out because your body's only going to take in what it wants. So unless you have a real deficiency, you know, again, we have enough food and nutrition. If you eat a good diet, you really don't need additional supplements unless you have a deficiency like I described. So.
And as always, if you have a medical question you want Dr. Snyder to address, send an email to comments@DelmarvaLife.com. Of course, we will make sure that you remain anonymous. Tidal Health's Dr. Chris Snyder, thank you so much.
Thanks. Wash those hands.